Chris is on a TV show tonight. Well, what night was? Now we're going to move on to stock 4. And this guy had an incredible year, not just with us at Harris, but with a bunch of mini stocks, other racetracks he was hitting. If somebody raced on Tuesday night, he was there. If he could get to a track on Friday, he was there. Somebody had a special race on Sunday, this young man was there. 54 total victories for the year. And he brought the Yates Rocket home in 5th spot, stock 4, Mr. Dustin Morris. And Dustin is out right now signing a contract with a new sponsor, I believe. So when he comes in, y'all scream and holler. Dustin Morris. No. Uni Yates. There he is. It was in his office. 54 wins on the year. I don't care what this young man's driving, he is a real man. 55 wins. That crate race he got. Dustin, congratulations. I hope you got your running shoes on. You'll be up here again, I believe. Now on the Thunder Bomber, another division. This great racing, great car counts all year long. The Thunder Bomber finishing in 5th spot. Car number 19, Matt Prince. All right. We're going to move on now to Pure Stock. Another division just amazed me how many of these cars showed up each and every week, how hard these drivers went at it. This young man got his first couple of victories this year, and he's still looking to get one at Harris, but he was very consistent week in and week out. Car number 41, Devin Brackett. Mike is available if you want to make a speech, yes, sir. Thanks to all the boys back at the shop and Mom and Pa and Roll Tide, Go Tigers, something like that. Did I get it? Get Go Tigers. LSU Tigers? All righty. Stock 8. This is another fun division to watch. Cars screaming off in the corners, tires squealing. And somebody done it better than any of them. Each and every time he gets in the car. Ronnie O'Sullivan coming home in 5th spot. Ronnie, you decorated the wheels one night, if I remember right. That thing was sharp. Help this old announcer spot the car easier. I appreciate it. Ronnie O'Sullivan, folks. Great Sportsman, another great division to watch. Good racing in this one all year long. Young man coming home in the 5th spot, car number 15, Colton Dimsdale. Front wheel drive, talk about big car counts. I challenge the track to beat us. Our front wheel drive division, you guys and girls come out each and every week and put on great racing. Finishing 5th in our points this year, car 17, Chris Beecham. Then they'll go to Young Guns. This young man unable to be with us tonight, I believe. The 0 car, several wins on the season, Mr. Blake Deal. And the front wheel drive division, the V6 cars. Everybody getting used to these, seeing these cars at different racetracks coming up here to Harris. Folks getting familiar with them, get to see these cars out there. And you know, it's not just one make of car. You got different ones that you can get. Make sure you check out the rules you want to get involved in this. You can't have a Ford Taurus SHO. It's too much motor and it's a straight drive. So, ixnay on that. Now, I don't think you can get a Lumina Z34. But Fatback Williams, he found a little fast hot rod, and he finished 5th. Everett Fatback Williams. I thought that when I read it. Speech.
Y'all want to speak. Y'all don't drink and drive. If you do, drive that way because I'm going under. If you do something, record it. I want to watch that shit later.
That's top 5, or 5th place man in every division, folks. Give him a big hand. Many times this past season. Had a couple of hard hits, but they was able to get the car put back together, and he brought that 98 car back strong each and every time. Mr. Josh Burgess. Picking up the award is Mr. Lloyd Burgess, car owner, chief mechanic. Sometimes he cooks supper. He knows where the wrenches are hid. That's it, Lloyd. You know where the wrenches are hid in the car. Congratulations. And now back to stock 4, another young man who's consistent each and every week here with us. Get to see this car come home in the top 5 with a 4th place run in stock 4, car number 87, Joey Knowles. So many trophies up here to hide from us. Congratulations, Joey. Need to say anything, sponsors, anybody? Everybody don't say anything about their sponsors. I say roll tide. After driving, roll tide. Roll tide.
Dad, shut your mouth.
All right, now the Thunder Bomber. I know this young man's here now. Good to see this car each and every week. Now, you Tiger fans, y'all all love this guy. Car number 25, the Thunder Bomber. It looks like a big Bengal tiger out there on the prowl. Mr. Joe Anders. Now, Joe, are you a Clemson fan or a Cincinnati Bengals fan? Clemson fan, so you picked that paint job on purpose. Want to thank anybody? The crew chief, Mark Anders, back here. Thanks for the hard work on that car. Joe Anders, 4th place, Thunder Bomber. Now, this next one, I've seen some pictures. Somebody may have a new toy. He had a few hard hits this past year, but he kept that priority number 47 running on, was each and every week. Coming home in 4th spot, John Emery. John, was Santa Claus good to you? New hot rod?
Yes, sir. Brand new.
Who you want to thank?
Priority and Tri-State.
Very good. Appreciate you coming out each and every week. Good looking race car number 47, John Emery. Back to stock 8. Talk about some guys having some hard hits. This young man had several hard hits down in turn 3 especially. Don't know what it was with that 11 car in turn 3 in stock 8, but he had some nasty hits. They got that car fixed. He come back each and every week stronger each week. Car number 11, David Wells in 4th spot, stock 8 points. You gotta tell him I talk real good about him. Is this his crew chief owner? Neighbor? You got a good speech though. Roll Tide. All right, great sportsman. This is a tough division each and every week, but this guy, a little bit cooler sometimes than everybody because we call him the Iceman, the 261 Donnie Atkins. Donnie, of course, the Iceman, he is at the North Pole right now, chilling to get ready for the race season. Front wheel drive, car 74. Throughout the season, this car became more popular with the kids because there were some minions riding in that 74. Mr. Chris Robinson. Can you speak minion? I can say Papoy. That's what they said for the unicorn in the first movie. Well, thank anybody.
Yeah, I want to thank my wife. She's the one that pays for all this and keeps the car going for me. So without her, I wouldn't be.
Jennifer's waving.
Amen, brother.
She's like,
These ladies up here said he's a keeper. Oh, he better keep her, yeah. All right, now the young guns. When you got some NASCAR blood in your family line, you know you're going to race at some point. This youngster came down from Asheville, several good runs throughout the season. Car 72, Bailey Lowe, finishing 4th spot in Young Guns. And our next one, it thrilled me to watch this young man get out and race each week. The 007 car, Justin Franklin. Justin, that 007 Impala, always doing a good job on the racetrack. Who do you think for you? The crew chiefs, sponsors, the Chevrolet on the front. You gonna trade for a Ford next year, Dodge? Are you gonna run V6 this coming year? Maybe thinking about it. I hope so next year. Love watching you race. Thank you. And now we'll go back around to the other page. Up to 3rd place. And this one, watching him race, get a victory this year, made my day because I was able to stand on the holler with Whitey a few times over at Cherokee Speedway watching him race at Oil El Camino back in the day. Car number 2, Benji Whiteside. Benji said, Whiteside Construction for all your construction needs. Roll Tide, Benji said it. I didn't, Benji did. Now back to stock 4, another one of the most consistent cars year in, year out. Had a little help. Get toward the end of the season from some of his teammates. People competing against him, I mean, car 66, Travis Mabe. And Travis has got his team owner, crew chief, TR person coming with him. Travis, y'all had to work hard to get through the season. I know you got some folks you want to find.
My dad, this was like, if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be racing this year. My mom, everybody's there with us every weekend. So.
Appreciate the effort, Travis. Hope to see you back at the track soon. Travis May. Now in the Thunder Bombers, 3rd place in points. I like when this fella wins and he goes to the Bantam Chef victory lane because he
kind of gets that voice going like a pro wrestler, I'll tell you what. I want to thank these boys at Jenkins Used Cars. They've done a good job. The car's fast. Looking forward to going through tech. I'll pass. I know it.
Chris Jenkins. If I didn't know him good, I wouldn't have done that. Haymaker, yeah. Me and Jenkins and my brother one time, a little quick story. We went to St. Augustine when it was still a dirt track. We was down for Daytona Speedway. Decided to go to St. Augustine because they had a big block modifieds and the World of Outlaw sprint cars. So when we could walk in the racetrack, we saw these people wearing safety goggles. I can't say that word. Good glasses, safety glasses, goggles. Jenkins and my brother looked at each other. What's wrong with these crazy people? They haven't been in a race before. Well, we go down to the 4th turn, sit down, and watch those sprint cars when they come around and kick them off at first time. And we all got our hands over our eyes the rest of the night and bought Visine the next day. Next time, we had glasses. Now to pure stock. This young man was able to make it through the season. He got a victory over in the V6 division, but he got a good run and a third place points finish, Mr. Keelan Tate. You don't look too excited, so there you go. Who you want to thank?
Everybody happy with the car this year.
That's pretty good right there. Covered everybody. This next driver found victory lane early in the season, had some issues mid-season. Had to work his way through that, but he was there several times without his race car to talk to kids at the concession stand, take pictures with them and whatnot. He found victory lane several more times throughout the year. Cowboy up, car number 12, Jason Jolly. Jason said to hear him sing, wait till he mashes the gas pedal on that number 12. He'll let the Ford do the talking, he said. Anybody want to thank? Go Dogs. Woof. That was a good sack y'all had on that first play in overtime. Great sack, yeah. Appreciate the prevent defense. Thank you very much. Can't believe Kirby did that to y'all. But hey, Georgia and Clemson next year. I'm calling it right now. National title game, Georgia and Clemson. I want Ohio State and Texas. I still want them. Now this next driver, I'm gonna tell a story on him. Some of y'all may not have known this happened. We had a crash one night in Craig Sportsman that took a little bit to get a couple of cars apart. Well, this fella was leading the race. Scott Porkchop Pulley leading the race, and he flagged one of the guys over, and they thought he wanted something to pull out of the car. They said, the car's fine. He waved again. He said, I gotta go. And yes, he came through at the flag stand, went to the facilities, and came back and got strapped in before green flag. Scott Porkchop Pulley coming home third place. Now, Scott, they're working on a deal for me and you both to be sponsored by Depends. Because, you know, that snake in the press box messed me up. But I thought everybody knew that one.
Some people did, not everybody.
Good looking race car this year. You gonna have that same look? Be close, all right, the 75. Porkchop Pulley. Front wheel drive machine. This young lady each and every week out there dodging the wrecks, getting through the mayhem, and logging laps and getting experience. Car 12, Kayla Hollifield. She said, I don't think so. Well, here she comes. Come on up, honey. Taylor, proud of you. Great season. Who you want to thank tonight?
Mostly my dad for doing all the work.
And that old lady cheering you on.
Yeah.
Congratulations, and look forward to having you back in track this year. Kayla Hollifield. This next driver, was a U.S. bled. Get tongue-tied. She was a member of the United States Air Force before she came home and decided she wanted to drive a race car a little while. Got a victory this year, and then she decided to join the the press box, that she's been working with the transponders. But coming home, third spot in the Young Guns points, Courtney Bush. Congratulations. Be nervous.
All right, so, baby Jesus, I don't know where to start. Thanks everybody who helped, Car Parts Recycling, Weasel Engineering, Stevens Brothers, ALT, can't remember the name of them, but they were great sponsors. Madison for his wisdom, Billy Bishop, Anthony Bishop. There's a slew of them. My parents are great support system. So, what was that? I don't know. Oh, okay. You got to say first. Yeah, so everybody was great, and thanks, Dad. You're the best. Thanks for coming back. And yeah, I have to apologize to Jesus because I said his name so many times in vain working on that thing. It was a good time. See y'all next year.
Courtney Bush. And our V6 division. These guys had a lot of experience over at Greenville Picking Speedway, decided to come dirt racing with us and picked up several wins between the family. But finishing third in points, car number 1, Zach Minders. And they're running late. All right, that was third. Now we'll go to second place. This young man had a couple of hard hits this year, also had a couple of great victories. Another one of those drivers that likes to decorate the car a little bit. Some lights in those wheels that the old announcer here seeing. Mr. Lloyd Dean Burgess, an O2 machine. And accepted for Lloyd Dean Burgess is Lloyd Burgess. Young man, that trophy's about as tall as you. Hey, guys, you're strong.
And I got a confession to make, folks. I give him when they said Burgess a while ago, I give him Josh's trophy. I give no, Josh wasn't here, so I had to make that confession myself.
Whoopsie. All right, stop 4. Young man coming out of Campbell, I've seen him win so many different tracks over the years. Always a pleasure to interview him after a race when I was doing Winter Circle at other tracks. Pleasure to interview him on the radio show. At Campbell Cripler, car 96, Stacy Brock, second in stop 4. Stacy wants to thank his fan club right here, co-presidents of the Stacy Brock Fan Club. And a strong youngster. She says she can do what the boys do. She's carrying that trophy. Now back to Thunderbomb. And this next driver is one of our fan favorites. He and Dustin Mars, Phoenix Lauder, some other drivers, they'd win a race, they'd come to the stands, get rid of that trophy, find a kid that wanted it. This young man filling in his father's car, so many victories this past year. Scary wrecking at first train race. That scared me to death. I'll be honest with you. I was freaked out when he wrecked that car in a train race. I'm glad everything come out okay. Glad to have him here with us tonight. Car 27A, Josh Killer Ayers. Josh, you told me it wreck wasn't as bad as it looked where I was, but man, oh man, that scared me worse than Snake did.
Yeah, that wreck was pretty rough. My neck's still a little bit sore every now and then. But I got to thank my dad for letting me drive the car all year. Jackson Director Service coming on board and helping us all year. David Ayers Masonry. We had a great year. I can't complain about nothing.
Congratulations, young man. Always fun to watch you race.
Thanks, sir.
Josh Ayers. Now pure stock, second place in points. This youngster had a good string going back in the summer. Didn't matter if he was at Harris, up at Carolina, maybe sneak in a race at Gaffney. Had that old yeller Broncos Monte Carlo rolling pretty good. Got to interview him. First time I ever interviewed him in Winter Circle was Gaffney back in 08 and talked to him on the show, a radio show. Mike Butler set that up. Mike got me a lot of folks, but enjoyed Knowing Nathan, I'm glad that Mike introduced me to him, so I've got a friend for life. Second place, Pierce Stock Showtime, Nathan Pierce. Broncos.
Yeah, man, I tell you, first and foremost, I gotta give all thanks to God. I couldn't do this without, His wisdom for me, so, Broncos been with me for about 8 years now, and, Bryce Payton's been with me for about 5 years. I got, Little Caesars is on board this year for a change. We got them this year, so, having fun, man. Had a lot of fun this year, won a lot of races, so, looking forward to doing it again.
Thank you for coming each and every week. Congratulations, second place in points. Showtime, Nathan Pierce. In our V6 division, the family wanted to make it night. This young man, he drove a Pontiac Grand Prix, and that's the division you might see a Chevy Impala, Lumina, Pontiac Grand Prix, Buick Regal, Ford Taurus, Mercury Sable, just a whole list of cars you can run. This young man took it Pontiac Grand Prix victory lane several times. Charlie Minders, car 66. Now it's time for our champions. Danny, you don't need help here. I know what I've done. I flipped the page after Cowboy. It's confusing. That Ford, I'm a Ford owner, so Ford car doing good. Can't have it. But let's get back to Craig Sportsman. 1-2 Scott Pulley. Yeah, did good there. Caleb, you sure we got a third? I call Caleb. Courtney, second. I just got all bum fuzzled. Let's do it karaoke. All right, back to Stock 8, second place. The Trinity Wesleyan Church, car number 61. This youngster puts the name of his church on the side of that car, and I appreciate him doing that. Getting somebody's attention. They may see that car going around the track and decide, hey, I'm going to church there tomorrow. Marty Reed. Marty said his legs and feet are designed to hold the throttle down. Marty, good season for you. Who you want to thank?
I want to thank my daughter for the opportunity to drive this car that I've owned since 05. That's something unreal that car still driving. But I thank God and my wife.
Congratulations. Second place, Stock 8, Marty Reed. This next young man drives well beyond his years. It amazes me with some of the younger drivers we're seeing at our tracks in the area, especially these young drivers up at Harris. This young man, the 4P, had some great runs all year long, some great side-by-side battles with several different drivers. It was good to see him bring that thing home. Second place in points, the 4P machine, John Price. John, you don't race with Crocs on, do you?
No, not most of the time.
You have a lot of fun at race car, don't you?
Oh yeah, we got thanks Dad and Ryan Harris race cars, all race cars, Ellis Motors, all them people that help on the car.
Now, how we doing at school?
Not too good.
He's honest, right? John Price. Mention the cars that put lights on there. The drivers put lights on their cars. They don't know announcers see them. This guy decided his car wasn't painted bright enough. He went and lit it up with neon lights up underneath it, inside it, around it. This way, everywhere you look, you can't help but see the 15X and Nick Watson. Nick, did you put the race car in the front yard for Christmas? No. You could have just parked it out there and lit it up.
Nope.
Appreciate it, guys. It's been a great first year at Harris Speedway. We had a great time.
I always enjoyed watching our good group of fans pulling at 15X. And I know you see them on the pace lap waving at you, waving back at them, and you enjoy doing what you're doing for those fans.
Oh yeah, we have a great time. I want to thank my wife and my dad and everybody that's helped us out. Can't beat Harris Speedway.
Amen, brother. Nick Watson. Now, Young Guns. This young man loved going to the Banquet Victory Lane. I lost count one week. I said he won 4 in a row. And somebody with his crew reminded me and Doc that it was 5. We could hear him over the PA, over Doc. And poor old Doc, he got some tongue tied. We played the interview on the show, we couldn't help but roll. He's trying to say, Banquet Victory Lane, real fast to get it worked in there. But this young man had a lot of practice pulling in that Banquet Victory Lane. I know he's had a lot of breakfasts down there. Liver mush and a couple of scrambled eggs in the morning. What you talking about from the Banquet? Phoenix Lauder. Now watch that little limp there as you get it up.
I want to thank my dad, my grandpa, and Ron Harris race cars for everything.
You back with us this year?
Yeah, I'll be back with you.
All right. Second place, Young Guns, Phoenix Lauder. Now, Danny, am I back to go a lap down? It's easy to do. Roll Tide, that's right. Hey, Clemson's got Western Sizzling, and they use that as a recruiting tool. I would go play football for Clemson if I was, football type because of Western Sizzling. Good use rolls. Yes, it's still open. If you haven't been to Clemson in a while, they really do have a Western Sizzling old style steakhouse. It's worth the ride. Go. Yes, sir. Now, folks, we did have one little slight little ting and things. The person doing our jackets wasn't able to, so we had to find somebody else. We don't have them all quite ready, so champions, you will get them. And this lovely one that Danny is modeling for us is what it will look like. Of course, it's not my size or Danny's size, so we can't put it on. But folks, that's the championship jackets that look like that. Apologize if we don't have them tonight. They will be available first part of next week. Blame it on shipping or something, Second place finishers. Y'all might not remember this, but you got some free parking. Second place finishers in the pits. So congratulations to you. Let's bring our first champion up here. This youngster fought in one of the toughest divisions you ever see. Renegade racing to me is just this pure dirt grassroots racing. Cars that we used to seeing in NASCAR, those Monte Carlos, Buicks, and Olds Cutlasses. And these guys get out there and go at it. This young man, he fought through some wrecks, was able to persevere through the season and get his championship, the SS1. Chris Stedman. So pit pass, great big trophy, and a jacket on the way. How you feel, young man?
That's good. I want to thank Curtis and Doris for giving us a place to run on Saturday nights. My dad, my wife, my brother, couldn't get this car at the end of the year.
Congratulations. How many track championships you guys? This first one?
First one.
Special place rank trophy, I bet. Yes, sir. Give him a big hand. Renegades champion, Chris Stedman. Stock 4 division was also highly competitive all year long. There were several drivers able to get several wins this year, but the most consistent car week in and week out was the 00 of Mr. Cody Ussery. So that's the box shoe table, is that right?
Yeah, I reckon.
Cody, who you want to thank on your car?
Just believe I get out for it.
And the folks that sat in the stands below press box, you got some good fans right in there. Now these two don't. His parents sit right below him, so they don't boo him. But Cody's done a great job. Congratulations, Cody Usher, stock 4 champ. Thunder Bomber division, like I said before, the car count that Harris has in Thunder Bomber, there's other tracks wishing they could get that in 2 classes. I appreciate so much the effort that the teams go to get these cars back to the track each and every week. This particular driver, on more than one occasion, had a race car look like it all had been on a hook going to the crusher. But they were able to hammer on that thing, keep him on the lead lap, get back out for the flag wave, bringing that thing home with a good solid finish. One time when his right front looked like it's here, you know. I don't say how he was steering the car, but he did a great job with running speed. The Junkyard Jet. Wayne, you had to work hard to get that trophy this year.
Yes, sir. I want to thank all my fans, my wife, my kids. It's my first championship. You know, I quit. I was leading the points up there last year. We got in a fight, and one of my crew members got stabbed. And we should have had this thing last year, but hey, we come back and won it, so here it is.
The Junkyard Jet. Now remember, as your announcer, if I don't have cars on track, I don't have a job, and Curtis ain't gonna pay me just, you know, if there's 2 cars going around, me talk about it. That's why I don't encourage fisticuffs on a racetrack. And then, yeah. There's the bean counter. Cookie, you got somebody to find sponsors for you. Cookie, who you want to thank for this championship?
Them people sitting at the table back there.
Appreciate your hard work each and every week, Cookie. Pure stock champion, Cookie Evans. And I want to give a call to my favorite race car among all classes. It's the big number 12, the only car at Harris Motor Speedway to go 3 wide by itself, the Chevy Impala of Mitchell Paris. 74 Chevy Impala. Stock 8. I told you this young man will be back up here in a little bit. Put on a show in that car. He gets in a stock 4 car, just looks smooth as silk, and he gets in this stock 8 and just manhandles that machine around the racetrack. The high side hustler, Dustin Marks. Dustin, you crew on this machine. I know you want to thank folks that's worked on that 8 car all year.
Yeah, I thank my old lady for letting me run as much as I did last year. Always took a lot of time away from me to do it. Hollywood, they helped me a lot. Jason, Tim, so many people that helped. Machine shop, built big motors for us. Terry Saunders, just a whole bunch of them didn't come, but they worked every night on the whole part put it together. Our biggest sponsor, who's retired, appreciate it.
Congratulations, Stock 8 champion, Dustin Marks. Next driver getting a championship. There was some smudge marks on his car every once in a while on one side, but he always kept that hammer down. I always knew that orange car was peeling its way to the front. Several wins, several top 5 finishes, and it's fun watching him race. Car number 5, your Craig Sportsman champion, Bubba Sutton. I need me a pair of them red shoes. Bubba, a lot of folks working hard on this car with you. I know you want to thank them.
That's the most cheers I heard all year. I want to go to my table and thank all these people. That's what made it happen. Karen, my stepmom, she supported me in every race. My dad has 3 second-place points trophies sitting in the shop. That's number 1 right there. Who's over there? Steve Huffsteller. If you want a badass race car, go see him. Rusty Patterson, anything I needed throughout the year, he was there. Running get parts or a ride when we got a little tipsy at the shop. All these kids, I mean, hours and hours and hours in the shop, never complained. They done their job. They've been at a lot of sheet metal. Brooke, that's our team mom. She watched the kids at the racetrack, at the shop, anything we needed. In 2016, we was on the way to Harris Speedway. I think we won that night, and I said, Chris Upsteller, we ought to go draw for points next year at Harris. He said, let's do it, but we're going to win the thing. And I made a devotion to my life to make that man happy, and he saw helped our racing a lot. And I think you ought to put on a race next year, Craig Sportsman in Stock 8, because I want some of Wally.
Mean Gene Oakland would say, big words from a big man. Now's not the time or the place, though. Big man. Now for a track champion in the Young Guns division. This young lady persevered all year with a car that just did not want to behave. They had all kind of engine trouble. Every time you think they had the bugs worked out of it, and you'd see it puffing smoke or not hitting on all 4, but they kept plugging away at it. And she was able to bring home the Young Guns Championship driving a J1C, Emily Alexander. Emily, you may need some hand trucks for that trophy.
I just really wanted to say I dedicate this one to Eli Cable and Josh Cole. And I just want to thank Bull Racing Engines.
Thank you, young lady. It has been a tough year for us. You mentioned Eli Cable passing away just a few weeks ago. The outlaw Robert Bradley, losing Mike Duval in the racing community. It's been a tough year. We've got folks sick. Wayne Clayton, make sure checking out on Facebook. They've got a fundraiser coming up for Wayne. He's still on the list trying to get a kidney to help him out. He's had all kind of issues, but Wayne, when he can, he still comes out to the track to watch. He loves racing, loves each and every one of you, and he appreciates all your prayers. In our last championship, this is going to be the most special trophy all year because this young man tried so hard to get this car to the end of the season, was able to do so. He was in the Lumina a while. I think he was in the Impala a little while as well. But he was able to get the victory. Tonight, he's going to walk out of here with the biggest trophy I think I have ever seen. Most special trophy for sure. V6 front-wheel drive track champion, Tony Grimes. You need help with that, Danny? You got it? You better bring some help, Tony, to help get this one out of here. That's what heavy here. Gotcha. There you go. Tony, who do you want to thank?
I thank Curtis and Doris for letting us race. One thing. I want to thank my wife, Stella. And I want to thank everybody in the place for coming.
Tony, somebody wants to get involved in this V6 division. Can they call you and get some pointers?
I give them what I can. That's all I can do. I can.
Very affordable, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Very affordable. I'm sorry. I should put it in you. He said he's done that. Said I pulled him out back too far, and he said, roll tide, right? Roll tide.
Roll Tide.
All right. And our last track champion, also the front wheel drive division. Folks, if you don't stick around and watch front wheel drive in the V6 race, you're missing out. Front wheel drive one night, we had two cars battling side by side almost the entire race. One car, I saw it making a move coming off turn 2 and realized, hey, he's going to be a factor in this one. They come across the line 3 wide, one of them sliding backward. And you're thinking, well, something's going to happen. Well, all 3 drivers got out and shook hands. And it was just awesome to see it. This young man is getting the track championship front wheel drive. Had his car up front almost the entire season. Victory after victory, solid run after solid run. Pleasure to call him up here. Tyler Capps, front wheel drive track champion. Tyler, I believe you were involved at three wide, wasn't you? He was the one backward. Tyler, here you go. Who you want to find?
Mom, my dad, and Lynch's racing.
Good hot rods. Tyler Capps.